this is Marty, Business Analyst for the Visual Development Team. The following presentation will cover miscellaneous manufacturing enhancements for version 9.0. As an overview, we will begin by reviewing two new features for scheduling, followed by multiple updates for throughput, and finish with smaller manufacturing additions. Multi-site visual databases were designed with two levels of preference settings for scheduling. Here you can see the top or the tenant level. Selecting a schedule for a site will display the site ID level preferences. By selecting the schedule preference option, settings are one step deeper at the schedule ID level. Note when viewing this level, the scheduling ID will be in brackets. Next, we will discuss a change to a scheduling date option. The concurrent scheduler includes a change for the sort option during scheduling. The previous option was priority, then create date. Version 9 will now have the sort option by priority, then release date. You may find the release date to be a more accurate scheduling option than the create date. Let's review throughput updates, beginning with soft allocations by schedule ID. The following small example displays the production schedule for site CS2. The company is expecting an order to ship in May based upon scheduling. The throughput value is 605.63 when work order 6 ships on May 4th. A what-if schedule has been created to see if adding a second shift will improve the throughput. Note that the what-if schedule predicts the shipment to move to April 27th. Reviewing the customer service impact again, we can compare schedules and see the throughput move to April. The soft allocations audit window displays the allocation for each schedule. First, the original production schedule, and then the what if with the new throughput date. Another solution could be to buy versus make the product. A purchase order is created with a receive date of April 30th. Going back to the customer service impact window, notice the PO is now soft allocated against the customer order for the production schedule. Drilling down to the details shows the improvement in the throughput date. The soft allocation audit window displays the details. A comparison can be made to the what-if schedule, which maintains its allocation to the work order. Also new to version 900 throughput is an option to soft allocate all orders based upon the receive dates of the supply. The new view does not require a schedule ID to be processed. Choose the None Schedule option to view the throughput. The work order want date of April 28th is used for the throughput date. The soft allocation audit window also displays these details. Consider this option as another what-if schedule based upon desired supply receive date. Other throughput updates can be seen in performance and settings. To improve performance, when creating throughput displays, most of the calculations will now be stored in the database in the customer order allocation table. The soft allocations process will build the details. The soft allocations should be generated at least once a day, typically after scheduling has been completed. The soft allocations window now includes additional settings to improve performance and display. Let's begin by reviewing the audit windows. We've already seen the soft allocation audit window. In this section, you can filter by site ID and then filter by schedule ID to see what has been allocated or what is available to be allocated. You can see the schedules that are assigned to site ID CS2 as well as the non-schedule option. The display is similar to looking at the customer service impact detail window. The soft allocations audit tables or views include the demand by site ID, followed by the inventory supply that is available, and also the work order and purchasing supply for a selected site ID and its schedule IDs. The next items have moved from the throughput inquiries to the soft allocations to further improve performance. Round by late date, unallocated work order price used on the customer service impact, and the opportunity lost yield. New to version 900 is the ability to identify how many buckets will be graphed, including month, week, and daily settings. The final throughput enhancements include unallocated orders and exception reporting. Customer service impact will now include options for viewing unallocated customer orders, similar to the unallocated work orders in previous versions. Drilling down to the details will display the customer orders without current supply allocation. In previous versions, you would only be able to see unallocated customer orders in the soft allocation text file. Version 900 now includes the exceptions report, which will display all of the unallocated orders by site ID and schedule IDs. In this last section, we will cover additional manufacturing updates. Let's begin with receiving inspection. Go-to buttons have been added to this function. Selecting one of the purchase orders, we can review another enhancement. The PO line includes a demand link. Viewing the assigned window displays go-to navigation that have been added to the assigned windows. We will use the go-to option to review updates in the manufacturing window. First, part description size has been increased to 120 characters. Next, we will look at info cost. Navigation has been added to the cost window to open any of the related detail windows. Service, for example. We will use this go-to option to view an enhancement in the service maintenance next. In service maintenance, when set to the tenant level, customizable user-defined fields can be created. The final version 9.0 manufacturing enhancement I will show is the overlapping labor tickets. If you use time and attendance or barcode for labor reporting, you can now edit overlapping labor tickets in visual labor ticket entry. After you edit the labor tickets, you can click the Recalc Proration button to update the hours, proration hours, or multiplier 2 value, prorating cost. After the recalculation is complete, the changes are displayed in the dialog. Thank you for viewing this video on version 9.0 manufacturing enhancements.